The search is on for an Ohio woman reported missing this weekend in East Alabama.
A local hospital has received a multi-million-dollar federal grant to pay off its debts. And a new school program gets a $10,000 grant for making its building more energy efficient.
Some absolutely incredible weather coming up for early October in East Alabama. We'll have the complete forecast coming up.
Coming up in sports, it was a big weekend this past Saturday for a lot of local teams here in Calhoun County. We'll get you caught up on that. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
Police in Maryville, Ohio are asking for the public's help in finding a missing woman whose car was found on Mount Cheaha late last week. The woman is identified as Vendula Rose, and she was last seen on September 24th, leaving Maryville for a camping trip in Alabama. She was expected to return home last Wednesday. Her car was found at the trailhead near Cheaha State Park. It's a silver Honda Accord with the Ohio license plate CHKSFLY. Authorities say they don't know which direction she took on the trail. Marysville police are handling the case and ask that any information on Rose's whereabouts should be sent to Officer Curtis Wyckoff at cwyckoff@marysvilleohio.org or by calling 937-645-7300.
Anniston's Healthcare Authority received official approval last week of a federally guaranteed loan that will enable the Regional Medical Center to address its long-term debt. The $34 million loan from Greystone Funding Company will be fully insured by the Department of Housing and Urban Development under a special hospital financing program, and it will have a lower interest rate than the hospital's previous loans. RMC Board Chairman Bud Owsley calls the loan a significant milestone for RMC and the entire community. Lewis Bass, the hospital's CEO, says RMC is one of only a few hospitals in the nation selected for this unique opportunity. RMC plans to apply for a second loan through the HUD program that will address capital equipment needs.
RMC is the primary healthcare provider for a 5-county service area in Northeast Alabama and has a total of 463 inpatient beds, along with numerous outpatient facilities, urgent care, and specialty clinics. RMC has more than 1,900 employees, 300 volunteers, and more than 200 physicians who represent a full range of medical specialties.
When we return, a nonprofit group gets a helping hand with energy costs.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Getting my car serviced is easier than ever with Buster Miles Automotive Group in Cleburne and Calhoun County. They pick up my car, service it, and deliver it back. Convenient, efficient, and top quality. Schedule your service today and see why Buster Miles Automotive Group is the smart choice.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
The new Success Academy, opened by the United Way of East Central Alabama this spring, has received a $10,000 grant to make its classrooms more energy efficient. That check was delivered to United Way this morning by Jackie Lowry on behalf of the Alabama Business Charitable Trust Fund. She says the money is an Efficiency Forward grant designed to help nonprofit agencies cover their costs so they can afford to make their services available to a larger number of people. This grant is being used to help pay for the HVAC upgrades at the Success Academy, which is a program designed to guide youth through academic remediation, school credit recovery, and mental health services.
So United Way purchased their entire building footprint here in Anniston, and we're able to convert and upgrade the classrooms, the environment there for the classrooms for that program, so they were able to bring it in-house. This Efficiency Forward grant will help to cover the cost of the HVAC so that the students have a more comfortable environment for their learning.
When we come back, life-saving classes are again being offered by a local fire department.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Barrett Body Shop has moved to its new location on Highway 431 in Alexandria. Barrett has been delivering top-notch collision repair in Calhoun County since 2000. Our skilled team restores your vehicle to pre-accident condition with a commitment to quality and safety. Choose Barrett Body Shop for honest, reliable service. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
The Jacksonville Fire Department is offering free, non-certified life-saving classes to Jacksonville residents this fall. The classes will include expert instruction in CPR, basic first aid, and blood loss control at no cost, one Saturday each month. This month's class, covering basic first aid, will be offered on October 12th. All classes are from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the training room at the Public Safety Complex behind Walmart. The training room is in the City Court lobby in the PSC's main entrance. Spaces are limited to ages 12 and up, with a maximum of 12 people per class, so registration is recommended. To register, contact Angela Reeves at the Jacksonville Fire Department at 256-435-2310 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or email angela.reeves@jacksfire.org.
So today was a perfect example of what a fall day ought to be.
It was absolutely beautiful. And great temperatures, not too warm in the day, but the evenings, that's where we find those cooler temperatures.
And some changes could be on the way. Let's go to John Holder, who is in the EAN Weather Center right now, to ask him what's the temperature going to be like later this week.
Mike and Katie, a tremendous hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico, but that will have no effect on our weather for the rest of the week here in East Alabama. We will have the complete forecast details straight ahead.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below.
Another day of summertime across East Alabama. Plenty of sunshine today. Look at that high temperature, 86 degrees, more like June instead of October. The morning low this morning at 60 degrees. That was above average as well. Record high temperature, 90 degrees back in 2016. The record low, 34. The sun rising tomorrow, not until 6:43. And look at that sunset on your Monday evening, all the way now at 6:19. The days are getting incredibly shorter across across East Alabama. Let's take a look at weather on your street on a Monday night across East Alabama. On Burn Street in Heflin, we've got cooler air arriving. Here's the deal. This afternoon, a dry cold front. May have noticed the winds picking up a little bit, but no rain with this. But what it is doing is bringing us some cooler air to East Alabama. That will arrive tonight. We're dropping all the way down to 54 degrees, a 32-degree drop in temperature coming up tonight in Heflin and all across East Alabama. For your Tuesday coming up, sunny, still very warm tomorrow on Edgefield Way in Edgefield Farms and Golden Springs tomorrow. About 81 degrees again with plenty of sunshine. A fantastic day coming up tomorrow. And for the rest of the work week, more of the same, just some really splendid weather coming up. Very nice weather all week long on Chaffee Street in the city of Talladega. Expect plenty of sunshine. Temperatures averaging upper 70s for the next 5 to 7 days. Here's the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. No effects from the Hurricane Milton down in the Gulf of Mexico. We are way away from that. Nothing at all as far as any impact to us here in East Alabama. Then we'll have plenty of sunshine coming up for the next 7 days. Totally dry for the next 7 days. Of course, October, as we've talked about, is our typically driest month of the year, and we'll see that coming up in the next week or so. High temperatures will be around 81 tomorrow, 80 on Wednesday, then some upper 70s coming into the forecast for the back half of the work week and the beginning of the weekend. We're not done with the 80s yet. 82 on Sunday, but look at some of these temperatures. Some upper 40s. You've been wanting some fall weather, you're going to get that by Saturday morning. 48 degrees, 48 again on Monday morning, lower 50s, upper 40s. Splendid football weather coming up this weekend. Might have to actually take a light jacket or a little bit of a long sleeve shirt out there if you're heading out to Friday night football coming up this weekend. Well, we've been talking a lot about Milton. This has been one for the record books already, and we're still talking about being way down here in the Gulf of Mexico off in the Bay of Campeche. This is going to be one of the most incredible things we've ever seen as far as hurricane development. In the span of only about 6 to 8 hours, this went from a Category 1 hurricane to a Category 5 hurricane and a very strong Category 5 hurricane. Winds this afternoon, maximum sustained winds in this hurricane Milton are 175 miles per hour. That's not barely a Category 5 hurricane. That is a very healthy Category 5 hurricane. Of course, the Safford-Simpson scale only goes to 5, so we don't have anything above that. This is as powerful of a hurricane as we have ever had on record in the Atlantic Basin. And this thing is going to begin moving off to the northeast, making landfall Wednesday night in Tampa, Florida. It will stay a hurricane all the way across the Florida Peninsula. Folks that are maybe having spring break, or should say fall break plans down in Orlando, going to Universal, SeaWorld, Disney, those kind of things. This is going to be a hurricane coming through. It looks like Wednesday night and Thursday, maybe still a Category 2 hurricane by the time it reaches Orlando and the theme parks. Still a hurricane when it reaches the east coast of Florida, and remains a hurricane going back out into the Atlantic. Things, again, that we've really never seen before. This is going to be a monumental hurricane with big impacts, especially on Tampa, Florida. They have not taken a direct hit from a hurricane in over 100 years. So thoughts and prayers to those folks here. We'll continue to watch that throughout the week. But as you see for us here in the rest of the Southeast, no effects whatsoever from Hurricane Milton. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. with your Tuesday weather at a glance. Coming up next in sports, a big weekend of youth football across East Alabama. And of course, Jordan Smith has all the details and highlights right now in sports. Jordan?
Thanks, John. Week 6 of the Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics football season wrapped up this past Saturday. The Piedmont Bulldogs had a big weekend on Saturday at the Field of Champions, where they defeated Munford 25-0 in the sophomores game, 19-0 in the juniors game, and 14-6 over the Lions of Munford in the seniors game. Hoax Bluff was able to get 2 wins. They lost the first game against the Jacksonville Golden Eagles at Golden Eagle Stadium in the sophomores game, 12-7, but the Eagles shut out the Golden Eagles 12-0 in the juniors game, and Hoax Bluff came out on top in the seniors game 37-12. Oxford rolled over the Valley Cubs 25-0 in the sophomores game. The Valley Cubs picked up the juniors game 25-13, but ultimately it was the Yellow Jackets who came victorious 25-0 in the seniors game. Sacs had a big night, or should say afternoon. Sacs over Pleasant Valley 25-0 in the sophomores game, 25-0 in the juniors game, and 25-0 in the seniors game. It was the sophomores of the White Plains Wildcats over Weaver Saturday by a score of 25-0, but it was the Bearcats in the juniors and seniors game. Weaver 20-18 on top of White Plains in the juniors game, and 25-8 in the seniors game. It was also a big day in Alexandria as the Valley Cubs hosted the Calhoun County Volleyball Tournament in their middle school gym and their high school gym. The tournament Saturday lasted all the way through the semifinals games to get set for the championship game tonight at Jacksonville State University. All 4 top seeds made it into the quarterfinal round and into the semifinal round. The number 4 Donahoe Falcons defeated defending Calhoun County Volleyball Tournament champion Pleasant Valley in the quarterfinals to advance to the semifinals. Number 1 Alexandria defeated White Plains to cash their ticket into the semifinal matchup. Oxford defeated Faith Christian, and Ohatchee defeated Jacksonville. So setting up in the quarterfinal rounds to get to the championship game there, Oxford defeated Ohatchee and Alexandria defeated Donahoe in 5 sets. That sets up game 3, or match 3 I should say, between the Alexandria Valley Cubs and the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Previously, both teams have split the other 2 meetings this year. Tonight at 7 p.m. at Jacksonville State University, those 2 teams, the Valley Cubs and Oxford, will square off in the Calhoun County Volleyball Championship matchup. That's it for sports. Let's head back over to Mike and Katie.
And thanks for that update, Jordan. And thank you for watching us today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook, YouTube, our website, and on Rumble.
Just go to the platform of your choice, watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.